Yes, but he's Italian. Finally, we're bringing back the Italians now. This is just gossip, okay? So apparently Fabio Paratici is very close to become the new sport director of Milan. As Italian, I'm very happy to finally see some Italians back to Milan. In the last few months, years, we saw that whoever was close by Italian nationality and had a love for our team was literally pushed away. It feels almost like the owner was an Interista that they hate Milan, so for this reason they're pushing away whatever is Milanista, is red and black. The Kalulu, the Adli, the Selemakers, the Tonali, everything, the Maldini. Well, you know that. So now we have a new names that apparently is very close to become the new sport director of Milan, which is called Fabio Paratici. The news was pushed today from the Repubblica, which is a quite high on the hierarchy of Italian news agency. When Repubblica says something, it is because they have a quite solid source. They don't have to, like at the social media, they need to clickbait, like Maldini coming back with Saudi money. Okay, maybe they have some more solid information, some solid source. But before falling in love with Paratici, because we need to understand who the guy is, why he cannot operate before mid-July 2025, because he was banned by Italian football in 2020 until 2025. So, guys, just to give you a story, Fabio Paratici became famous and is known because of its work at Juventus. Okay. Quickly, work at Juventus from 2020 to 2021, initially as a head scouting and later as chief football officer. Build a team of 9 consecutive Serie A titles, 2011-2021. 5 Coppa Italia's trophy and reach the Champions League final 2015 and 2017. This is quite impressive. Listen up. The key signing at Juventus, Dusan Vlahović, 81 million, Gonzalo Higuain, Serie A record at the time for 90 million from Napoli, Andrea Pirlo for free from Milan, Tevez from City for 9 millions, Vidal from Bayer Leverkusen for 10.5 millions, Paul Pogba, can't speak, Paul Pogba, 2012 from Manchester United on a free transfer. How the hell that worked? Later sold back at a record of 105 million. And in the same year, they bought the 5 times Ballon d'Or Cristiano Ronaldo from Real Madrid for 117 millions euro. That's the key signing at Juventus. Then he went to Tottenham, where he became the managing director of football. He hired as a head coach Antonio Conte. So Antonio Conte is one of his favorite coach because he won 9 titles at Juventus. He won at Tottenham. And leading Spurs at the top 4 finish in 2021-22, 2022, and also leading to the final of Champions League. Now, top signing at Tottenham: Kulusevski, Bentancur, Romero, Richardson, Pedro Porro. Okay. Now, let's go back, because we need to fully understand that Paratici, yeah, he might be Italian, he might bring back a little bit more of that spirit. He got a good CV, let's be very honest. He signed Cristiano Ronaldo, which is one of the, if not arguably, one of the best footballer of the history. The Pirlo, the Vidal, the Pogba, all players that they brought to Juventus to reach in the final for twice, final of Champions League in 2015 and 2017, I think. So pretty impressive, let's be honest. But he was banned by Serie A. Why? Why can he operate only from July 2025? So, but Paratici was banned as a part of a Juventus Prisma investigation, which is uncovered financial irregularities and false accounting. Listen up, guys. The key issue was the artificial capital gains, where Juventus was accused on inflating players' values in a swap deals to balance their book. For example, Arthur and Pjanic swap in 2020. Juventus value Pjanic 60 million and Arthur was 72 millions. Danilo Joao Cancelo, similar inflated value. The investigation later led to Juventus receiving a 10-point deduction to Serie A. Paratici initially received a 30-month ban from Italian football. Okay, so at Juventus as a sport director, Paratici was one of the key people handling transfer and player contracts. Investigators found WhatsApp messages and internal documents proving that he knew about the helped organize this deal. As a result, he was banned for 30 months and so on. So he's a cheater. He's a cheater. Do you believe a cheater? You as a person, if you cheat once, you're gonna and you go away with it, you're not gonna cheat anymore? Just asking, not referring to anything, my friends, but you know what I mean, right? So are we gonna trust this guy to have the project of Milan in the future? Now we can speculate as much as possible. This is just gossips. These are just gossip that are going on in around Italy, in Milan right now, to have a sport director. Apparently Furlani pick Paratici. Now, independently of eventually who's gonna be the main sport director, in my opinion, the best sport director that honestly we can get now is D'Amico from Atalanta, which is a guy from a team that literally 10 years ago they were playing in Serie B, and now they won the Europa League. They are fighting for the Scudetto. Pretty impressive, in my opinion. He's young. You just need to buy him. Why Milan is going to Paratici? Because he's free right now. Okay, so once again, a cheap idea. Not the best idea, it's just a cheap idea. But, better Paratici, in my opinion, than a potential Tare, okay, with less experience. But this is we all knew it, that Furlan is not going to pick Tare. Why? Because on the 8th of March, Furlani flew to New York to claim back the power from Jerry Cardinale, say, hey guys, Elliott is going to take power, it's going to take control of the sporting direction of AC Milan. You guys can keep focusing on your freaking stadium. Whatever happened, you deal with Scaroni, that is the president of Red Bull International. You can keep fighting for that. In my opinion, what I see right now is that Red Bull, it is not officially, but doesn't have any more power. Doesn't have any more power, which is good. Which is limiting the venom of this club. We limited one venom of this club. That was our insurance when Elliott decided to do the vendor loan to Redbird. Give me 2 seats at that table, that in case things goes bad, we are still able to recover our investment of 1.2 billion. They are recovering because they understood and they saw the result of leaving the sport direction to Redbird, to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, to Moncada. we saw what's happened. This season is a disaster, okay? Because was in the fully hands of Red Bull Capital. Elliott decided to take back the power now, so they are back again, and they're not heaven, they're not a good thing, because they are not how to say this word, incompetitive, not I can't say that word, man. I just stuck. Oh, it's late, I'm tired, I wake up at 6. Oh my god. They are to say they're not good, man. You know what I mean? Like they're not they're not good. They didn't understand. They still are the bed of Milan. They're still not able to fully function and full give the power to, first of all, a new investor, and second of all, to a management that can actually fully work this situation. So I still believe that Elliott has to leave Milan to be completely purified. Has to rid of Redbird first. That slowly they are taking on. Now you're gonna start reading some news about Ibrahimovic leaving, Moncada leaving, because Ibrahimovic doesn't have any more power. He's leaving. Number one. Number two, hopefully Elliott is gonna be leaving as well. Now, as they did it back in 2018, 2019, they are giving work, they're giving power to people that knows about football. In this case, to Paratici. Probably is gonna hire somebody like Allegri, somebody that can bring the victory right away. I think, in my opinion, the next coach of Milan, because Conceição, we all know that he's not gonna stay, is gonna have two options there. Numero uno, Massimiliano Allegri. Numero due, Antonio Conte. But Antonio Conte, because we saw that Paratici choose, first of all, at Juventus for 9 years, then to Tottenham. We all know that he could become Milan manager only depending on how he's gonna end up the season in Napoli. If he's gonna end up in a good way, in a positive way, maybe he's gonna stay a year longer, or maybe he's gonna have like Spalletti did with how too tired, like the president of Napoli, De Laurentiis, did with De Laurentiis, you know. So give him 1 year of ban of working with anybody else, and then he's gonna accept the national team. So probably exactly how he did with Napoli, if it's ending in a bad way. Otherwise, they're gonna go into Allegri. As simple as that. And Allegri is gonna be a solution that it's a coach that plays horrible food. We all know how he plays, but without European competition, possibly can bring victories, can bring a better placement compared to this year. So, guys, what do you think? That's the real question for my community. Do you think that Paratici is a good? Do you think that can bring back the value of this Milan? What do you think is gonna happen? Do you prefer a Conte or do you prefer an Allegri? What a tough choice, man. Let me know what do you think, guys. Let me know what do you think. We're gonna be here and believe in this Milan no matter what, because we're fan. But we know that something is happening. And that's a good thing. In my opinion, something is happening and it is a good thing.